Hey everybody! So I really wanted to make a Wizard of Oz video because Wicked just came out and I'm super obsessed just like everybody else. So I wanted to hop on the trend because Wicked is very close to my heart. I've always loved it since I was a kid. I went to see it on Broadway when I was about 8 years old, and I actually have necklaces from the Broadway show shop, and I wore them to see it in theaters with my cousin who actually showed me the show when I was a kid. So it's very close to our hearts. We were both bawling, crying. Amazing movie, and I think the actors did an incredible job. To take such a beloved Broadway show and make it into this amazing movie is really hard to do, so I am super happy with how it turned out, and I think everybody is. So I had to, of course, revisit The Wizard of Oz since Wicked is the prequel to The Wizard of Oz, and Dorothy is one of my favorite characters of all time. I used to always dress up as her and sing Over the Rainbow over and over again for my dad. We would do videos together. It's a huge classic and was the first of its kind. I actually saw Dorothy's real dress at the Mopop Seattle Museum, which is the Museum of Pop Culture. Go watch my other video to check that out. In this video, I am going to go over the dysfunctional work environment that was The Wizard of Oz. The set had a lot of dangerous issues and the cast had a lot of health issues after filming it. Some people think it's cursed. What do you think? After you hear these facts, you might think it's cursed as well because there's some pretty weird stuff that happened. Also in this video, I am going to be doing a cosplay with my photographer since I was very young, Shawnee Blue. He is incredible and deserves all the applause in the world. I've been shooting with him since I was about 15 years old and we have not stopped since. And if anybody's familiar with my cosplay book, he shot all of those. This was one of my favorite ones to do because I feel like I really resemble her in these photos. I wanted to do Glinda, but I really wanted to do a cosplay this time that resembled me, and I thought this was the perfect thing to tie in Wicked. He's fantastic, we had a fantastic shoot, and I can't wait to show you guys later on in the video. So, buckle in, it's time for us to go over some cool facts about The Wizard of Oz. Fact number 1. The snow from the scene in the poppy field was actually asbestos. Obviously they didn't know how cancerous asbestos was, but this snow, fake snow, was falling all over their faces, all over their bodies, just this harmful chemical substance. Back then they didn't have special effects, so they had to get creative, and apparently asbestos was the best option. In this article it says that substances surrounded the cast that if inhaled could increase the risk of multiple different health problems including lung cancer. Fact number 2. Multiple people caught on fire while filming. The scene where Margaret Hamilton, the Wicked Witch, leaves in a flash of smoke, they actually used real smoke, so it caught on fire. She was supposed to escape through a trap door under the smoke, and she didn't. So she actually got severely burned, and half of her eyebrow and eyelashes were burnt completely off after filming. They expected her to come right back to work after this mishap, but she needed 6 weeks to recover. And when she finally came back, she could not have makeup on her hands. She had to use green gloves because of how bad her burns were. Fact number 3. Buddy Epson was the original Tin Man, and he was painted with actual aluminum, which is very toxic. It causes breathing issues, and he was sent straight to the hospital after complaining that he was not able to breathe. They again expected him to return to work immediately, but obviously he had to recover, and they replaced him with another actor, whom they didn't use the same paint for, but Jack Haley actually had a severe eye infection due to the products that they used to paint him. So let's move into some facts about specifically Judy Garland and the abuse that she dealt with on set. A lot of people think that The Wizard of Oz was a gateway for her drug addiction and ultimately overdosing later in life. The original character of Dorothy was actually supposed to be 8 years old, and Judy Garland was well over this age by the time she was cast as Dorothy. She was 16 years old. So they used drugs to suppress her growth and also tried to minimize her chest by making her wear a very tight corset and also having her pigtails cover her chest. They also kept her on a very, very strict diet, and when she wouldn't follow it and binge on her favorite foods, they referred to her as a fat little pig in pigtails. It's horrific. Judy was prescribed controversial diet pills that had not been on the market for that long and they didn't know much about or what it would do to her at the age of 16. They also gave her dexedrine, which is very addictive and could have led to her drug issues. When she couldn't sleep because dexedrine is a stimulant, they gave her sleeping pills, which was another addiction for her. She was asked to smoke over 80 cigarettes a day. All she was supposed to eat was coffee and chicken soup. Judy Garland was molested by the people that played the Munchkins. They would go under her skirt and grope her inappropriately. This is a little known fact, and I haven't even heard of this before, but she apparently had to wear discs in her nose because they didn't like the form of it, and they also made her wear caps on her teeth because they weren't perfectly aligned. Judy Garland was obviously, after you've heard all these facts, extremely abused by the directors of this film. There was a scene where she's getting an apple from a tree and she starts to giggle. The director didn't like it, so he went over and slapped her across the face. Judy Garland suffered profusely after making this film and for the rest of her life. Some say that this is why she ultimately overdosed at the young age of 47. So, after hearing all of those facts, what do you guys think? Was the Wizard of Oz set cursed or not? Leave your opinion in the comments. Now let's have a look into the cosplay that I did with Shawnee Blue. Tonight I am going to be doing a Dorothy cosplay from the Wizard of Oz, and I just wanted to show you guys my costume and what I got. This is the dress. I tried to get as close as I possibly could to the design of the movie because they have so many different variations of it, and some of them actually look nothing like it. The actual dress does have a belt-like situation right here, but I couldn't find one that looked exactly like that. I also don't think the original dress has this lace, but you know what? We're gonna work with it and it's gonna be great. Another issue that I had with this costume was that it comes with these hair ties, but these hair ties are not the ones that she wore in the movie. So I had to order specifically these light blue hair ties that look a lot more like what she has on in the film. And then she has these light blue socks to match, which did come with the dress. I also ordered these ruby red slippers, very gorgeous. And I can't wait to wear them for this. Honestly, I think I'm gonna wear them to a lot of things and just see if people notice that they're from the Wizard of Oz. I just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek of my makeup look for Dorothy. I wanted to keep it super simple. I haven't put the lipstick on yet, but I just did like a non-dramatic eye look. I don't have any eyeliner on and it's just like a white shimmer from my Twilight ColourPop palette. And I just got a new wand for my mascara, so these lashes are looking good. You can't really see it in this lighting, but I do have some blush on. I just want to keep it really minimal for Dorothy because she's not super made up. But I am going to put this lipstick on and I'm gonna see how it looks and if it goes with the look. We are halfway done with the hair. It's looking good. Just have to bobby pin some of that and it'll be perfect. Here's the final product. I have the lipstick on, hair done, little twist going on. My mom helped so much with that. Shout out mom. And I got my whole costume together. I'm ready to be Dorothy. And oh, what happened then was a witch. There's no place like home. It's really hard to do actually. Have you guys ever tried to do that? That's very difficult. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Thank you to everybody who's already subscribed and are watching and enjoying my videos. It means more to me than you know. This is really just a look into my life. I do all of this stuff anyway, so filming it and having you guys have the great reactions that you've had is just awesome to see. This is such a blast for me. I love making these, so please keep the subscribes coming. I can't wait to see who else joins my little YouTube community.